Hi everyone, Alison here, and in this YouTube video, I'm showing you how we do collage grids in my Grateful Palette art membership. And we are doing lots of beautiful collages from papers we painted, we gel printed, we did all sorts of stuff. So get out your art journal or a large piece of paper or any book you have that you could make these in. And we are going to make our boxes. Now, you can use anything to draw it. You can use a ruler and a pencil and measure. I don't like doing that, so I use a template. And this is actually one of those paint colored chips you get at the store. So I have a bunch of these. I use Collage, but it's a great shape, so I also use them for my boxes. Look through your papers. So you might want to have a pile of just plain colors, flat colors, where you can, when you need a quiet area to focus your eyes on, because you want areas that read as quiet along with areas that read as textured. So you can do that. So I'll have a pile of those, but you want to have quiet ones, textured ones, and you want to look at pieces that excite you or you really love. You're like, oh, I really like how that area looks. So this area, this one that I did with the stencils, I really love this area. So this page I'm definitely going to put aside. So you want to have a few pages, but not too many. But many of us, when we talked about this in our last live, about 6 pieces in each block, but just try not to make it too many where it's all over the place and you're not seeing a resemblance. Because remember, we're working in a series. We want a series, but we also want to see repetition. And each piece doesn't have to appear in every single block. Some pieces might appear, and they would appear in different sizes as well. Okay, so I'm separating all of my pages here. I'm putting them into little sections, my textured and pattern sections, my plain sections where I could rest the eyes, lighter colors, darker hues, and really, setting myself up so when I start my collage, it'll be easy to use. I'm here using my glue. This is my acrylic medium, and I'm applying it with a brush, which is a nice, easy way to apply it. Make sure everything's flat. And I like to go in with some of my darker colors first. I just feel it gives me a nice grounding. Many times I see it in a way where the darker colors are lower down on the box itself. It helps to ground for me. And maybe that's why many of these collage boxes that I do, that they have like a landscape feel to them. I think visually in my mind, I see it like that. So subconsciously, sometimes you might see an implication of a horizon line, implied horizon line. Or then you see areas that look like clouds or sun or whatever. But in this one, I was definitely feeling landscape, abstract landscape. You can do anything you want. It's still a very abstract work of art. And I'm just having fun going through all of them, going through all of my layers and my areas of pattern paper and plain paper. So when you have these little sections, like I did before, of different styles of paper, whether the patterned and textured paper, some more smooth, some quiet, it helps for you to see as you start collaging and as you start piecing. Now, remember, you want to work throughout. What you want to avoid is working on one box at a time, and then the next box fully finished, and then the other one fully finished. Now, remember, these are our series. I'm working in a series, so I'm working at the same time throughout. I work quickly with these. There are times when I have like larger boxes and I take my time with each one, but this is not the type of exercise. This exercise, I want you to move quickly. I want you not to overthink things too much and really go with your intuition. It strengthens intuition. It strengthens composition as you start seeing what you're using. Sometimes you're using a little bit of one area that might just pop that area. And then the same collage piece, you might use a larger piece in another box. And it really ties everything in together. So I really love using this type of technique in my collaging because it strengthens my compositional skills and strengthens the way I see and the way I piece things together. So it's a fun thing to do. You would be amazed how much fun, but also how much you learn as you go along. You're learning about balance. You're learning about structure. You're learning about how things are placed together and how they're viewed. It's really a wonderful exercise to strengthen your skills. As I go along, I am seeing, do I want to quiet an area down by putting a lighter color or a flatter hue or flatter piece of paper? Or do I want to make it a little more busy? Do I want to draw attention to something? And I'm also thinking of, if I'm using roughly 6 to 10 pieces on one block, how much of each one I'm using? And how am I spacing them out throughout my 8 boxes? Because I want them to be similar. We already know that it's similar because my color scheme already, we have our fiery color schemes. Now, this was from our theme in our Grateful Palette membership, where we are talking about focal points. We are talking about fiery colors of spring into summer. That was our theme. And after this, when we did a few of our boxes and collage boxes, we went straight into larger boxes where I showed what happens if you were to pull a focal point. So that whole concept of focal points. So even in this abstract one, have you noticed these pieces here that I'm putting? This is my focal point that then I just go through and pull out. Oh, this was a gel print that I did on tissue paper. So beautiful with a stencil, and it created this focal point. And there you have it. After that, I embellished with paint pens and pencils and really pulled it out. And I love this piece. I would love to see what you do.